Yo, yo, yo! What's up, guys? Let's see if we can get everything working here. We're trying Restream again. It's been a very long time since I've used Restream. First attempt here on the new computer. It looks like everything's working though. Can I get like a test something in chat? Anyone? We're kind of trying to get the setup figured out here. I had to like move everything around, and it's not cooperating. But let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and queue up some games here. I'm gonna also I want to switch my. Oh, that's so weird. Spotify's not even. Oh, it's because these aren't plugged in. So dumb. I want to change my talent setup a little bit. So let's go ahead. Let me do a quick overview because this is gonna VOD up for the people who aren't catching this live. Let me do a quick overview. Right now, what I'm testing is various builds and kind of like gearing combos. We can get the full blue PvP gear. It's okay. It's not bad. The set bonus is pretty interesting and has some pretty cool use cases. Can you guys confirm that you can hear me before I start going through all this? Someone just type anything in chat real quick. It looks like everything's working. I'm having to use like the Restream web browser app. Okay, we're gonna keep going and assume everything's fine. But I've been trying a few different talent builds. The couple kind of big takeaways so far is Force of Nature is actually pretty strong. It does a ton of damage, but you can't control it very well. So certain matchups, this is not going to be that good. But certain matchups, it does a ton of damage. So it's like very good against priests if like their fear is on cooldown, warlocks if their howl is on cooldown, druids unless they're able to get away from it. Like there's certain classes that this actually does a lot of damage to. It's also surprisingly good against rogues because if they cloak of shadows to try and reset on you, your trees can keep them, you know, from resetting and all of that fun stuff. And they just do a ton of damage. Like they just do so much damage for one global cooldown. The current build I'm trying is with Nature's Swiftness. This is okay. I can see this being good if you're playing more of like a heal role. But what happens is you have to invest down into Nature's Swiftness and you got to put a couple points somewhere else, if not in Rejuve and something else up here to get down to Nature's Swiftness. And those points could be going into basically Moon Fury and or Treants if you weren't to go down into Nature's Swiftness. So you do lose kind of a significant amount of damage here. So the Nature Swiftness, I just tried this out. I've been messing with it because I know that's kind of like a more meta setup is like Moonkin form and Nature Swiftness in some kind of combination of talents. I think what we're going to try and do is see if I can find a healer and basically run all the way down to trees. Basically, the setup I did on the talent calculator is 4 out of 4 Moon Fury and 4 out of 4 Wrath of Cenarius. I'm not sure which one of these you would argue is better. This does not give you any value to Moonfire. This does give you some value to Moonfire, but I think this gives you more overall value to Starfire and Wrath. So it kind of is like a little bit of a toss-up depending on the matchups, which ones are going to be better. But Force of Nature seems to be very strong. It's strong, like I said, against Shamans as well, Paladins. Like there's a lot of classes, especially healer setups. This is one of the things that gives you some pressure on healers because there's just so much spell knockback and damage from your trees without you having to sit there and hardcast. One other kind of takeaway that I initially didn't know or think of when I first looked through the talents is this subtlety talent reduces the chance your spells will be dispelled by 30%. Now, I haven't tested this like in a duel scenario to confirm this 100%, but I believe this is both applicable to your HOTS as well as your damage over time spells. So people dispelling your Moonfire, your Wrath, or sorry, your Insect Swarm, your Moonfire, and people dispelling your HOTS that you're throwing on yourself or your teammates is both applicable for the 30%. I believe that's the case as of right now based on what I've been able to kind of see in the arenas that I've played. It looks like people are trying to dispel my stuff and it's not happening all the time with this talent. So with that being said, we can do a build, which is the next build we're going to try, which is 5 out of 5 subtlety and still getting force of nature, because I do think this is very, very, very strong, assuming that it's affecting both our dots and our hots. What's up, Rushork? I'm personally not going to go for NS. Might go for more balance for big damage. Yeah, exactly. If you do go the NS build, I still do a lot of damage with this setup. So don't get me wrong, but you have to miss out. If you go full balance, you get to pick up Celestial Focus, which is really ideal. You get to do like full Moon Fury, full Wrath of Cenarius, and Trees. Those are like the things I'm missing with this setup that I was playing earlier. And all of those do feel relatively significant for how balance plays just in general. Wait. Why is it queuing like that? Oh, that's so weird. It pulled up 2 windows. So we'll go ahead and queue a couple. I'll try and queue with this build. Oh, you know what? So dumb. My binds are going to be messed up here. Hold on. Make sure these are all shifting right. Yeah. That should be fine. Celestial Focus is so nice. One of my favorite balance talents. Will be cool to see how the Restokin spec plays. So the issue that I'm having right now, trying to figure out what's good and what's not good, is right now it seems like if you're dying to a rogue, for example, there's not a whole lot that you're going to be able to do to not die from the rogue. So it's like, even if I go Nature's Swiftness, if they have Wound Poison and they have me in a stun lock and I've got like 5 stacks of Wound Poison and I like Nature's Swiftness Healing Touch myself, it's like that helps kind of delay me dying a little bit, but it's not really game changing at this point. Like, it feels like in that scenario, like Trees is more impactful because it at least gives me some kind of like counter pressure. That being said, I haven't played with it. I literally have only played with it a little bit this afternoon, so there very likely can be scenarios and situations that Nature Swiftness might be very good against like rogue matchups, and maybe it's like to Cyclone or something. I don't know. I'm not very familiar with using Nature Swiftness in general because I didn't really play it that much in Classic. So we have Shaman. Let's move these frames down a little bit. Shaman, probably Rogue. See, this is another thing that really sucks, is that all of these games I'm going against human rogues, and the human rogues all have prep. So I get caught every single game because the people we're playing against. This is so annoying too. The nameplates keep turning off. Go ahead and clone this. I'm gonna go ahead and try and heal. Jesus, dude. There's Shaman's so I actually might be able to do this. Shoot. Damn, dude, this is really shitty. See, like, I actually genuinely do feel like if I had Trees here, I would have been able to win this. Like, right there, Nature Swiftness Healing Touch, 1700 health. It's like, it's not enough to really do anything. Oh my god, how do you get out of that? He trinket that? He had this trinket that whole time? But yeah, rogues are rogues so far are rogues, and surprisingly frost mages are like my hardest two matchups, it seems like. Rogues are just so strong just because, I mean, they have cloak, which is not a big deal. They just can just stun lock you over and over again, and it feels like stun DR is very, very short. And like you can see there, like there's probably some kind of like utility nature swiftness stuff I could have done, but any rogues that have wound poison, it's like I can't. I mean, I guess I just have to use it for some form of like CC in those matchups, because like the heal doesn't feel good. Like it doesn't feel significant. I feel like 1700 health, my health pool is 8200. Like it's not enough. It's not enough for it to be worth like a 3-minute cooldown and having to like go all the way down into this tree. Grass plus barkskin and bear. You can't cast barkskin while you're in bear. Like if I go into bear and I hit barkskin, it will pull me back out into human form. So that's why you'll see a lot of times I'll try and stay in Moonkin form and then cast barkskin, because we have the same amount of armor, right? Armor is 400% in bear form. Do it kind of quickly, but it's 400% in both of these. So our armor value is the same. The difference is basically 25% stamina, so 8200 health, it's 1200 health. But I can't cast barkskin, I can't cast any of my damaging abilities, I can't cast fairy fire, right? So I lose a lot of like my utility stuff. Okay, so it's a feral druid. I think I'll try and hibernate the feral druid potentially. Oh, is he not? Oh, he's not feral. Okay. I think he's gonna try and clone me here. Yeah, bash into clone, and it resisted. Go ahead and clone him. Oh no, it was late. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. It's okay. He sheeped. Let's go. What? Mage is pretty low on mana here. He's LOSing his druid as well. I think I should be able to kill him here. Oh no. Oh, did he leave? He left. It's very weird having Cyclone. Like having Cyclone has been like a real big learning curve to try and get used to. But I don't know, man. I mean, like my damage is fine. My trinket and my swift mend are like the buttons next to each other, and not very good at using them. But I'm not a big fan of nature swiftness. I don't think that's gonna be the build that I'm gonna go. In actual TBC. Cyclone will be fun. The other thing that's kind of problematic is that I haven't downloaded it yet, but there's supposedly some version of S Arena that we can get, but I don't have access to it right now. I didn't download it yet. So having no arena frames is kind of brutal, because you're having to just like manually click. I mean, anyone that's playing the beta, it's kind of obvious, like the UI is a little bit more scuffed than like retail, as far as not having Gladius, not having your arena frames. But oh, what was it? I need to just put my Moonkin macro into cat form. It's very important. So I'm going to do a video on this at some point here in the next couple days, or maybe even later tonight. But the macros are like a little bit different, and a lot of them are still applicable, because the shifting between your forms, like you can't bind these very easily without like bartender. So I'm having to like make form shift macros. And then like I have a power shift Moonkin form macro to like get rid of like hamstrings and stuff. So, okay, we got Frost Mage. Frost, oh no, he's just going, oh, there's the rogue right there. So it's very important that I don't get hit by the rogue in cat form, because they like literally just shred me. Okay, he blanket counterspelled me there. I'm gonna go ahead and try and clone. Okay. is he? Where 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 is he? Come on, come on. No, 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 no. Oh my god, dude. We might. Oh no, we're not. We're screwed now. Bro, that was such a shitty opener. I don't know why you would have like opened before. Like I was so far away. But so that right now the way that the arenas are queuing is that Horde only can queue into Alliance and vice versa. So if there's a rogue on the other team, it's like a 95% chance it's a human rogue, and they have prep in the opener, and they just always find me. So basically, whenever there's a rogue, I'm having to like either pre-shift into bear form, which sucks, or I'm having to like go into Moonkin form to try and survive. I don't know. Restokin Rogue is meant to be one of the best twos teams. Yeah, I think that is one of the strongest twos team. Like, so in that situation right there, there's a couple ways to play it, but if I'm playing with a rogue, if we're going to go against a human rogue, he should be able to open on the rogue that opens on me, right? Like if the human rogue jumps me, he should be able to jump the human rogue. And then ideally he obviously gets a sap off before that. Then we don't just lose the opener. The biggest issue with these teams, you're not in comms, right? So it's like I just get jumped, and then like our rogue's like over there like sapping the mage 4 times in a row and just letting the rogue just wreck me in cat form. But yeah, rogue druid in general is very good. The question, like, so right there, for example, on that rogue, like I nature swiftness, max rank healing touch healed him, and it wasn't that big of a deal. I could have probably maybe done cyclone, and maybe that would have been more effective. I don't know. It's a healer. Looks like it. See, the other thing too is when I'm getting, like, I feel like Disc Priest Boomkin could actually be a pretty decent setup too. So like in these setups, I honestly, like, I just throw like one hot and then I just go Moonkin form because they're gonna see me either way. Like he corroded me. We go ahead and bark skin. One thing too that's really nice change in TBC is that you can bark skin the in stun, which is huge. Oh no, he's sheeped. Oh god. Just dirty combo, dude. You can play twos with a random guy. I thought you had to be in a team. So no, this is just skirms. So on the arena vendors here, you go and just do the practice battles, and you can just solo. Like I can solo queue into 3s and 5s. These weren't queuing earlier though. We can try. I don't know if they'll work. And then these are rated. So if you play rated, you have to have like a charter that you sign, and then the people on your charter have to be like in your group. Oh nice, we got a 3s. I haven't played 3s yet. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and respec out of this nature swiftness crap because I just don't. I don't like it, man. It's just not. I don't feel like it, like against the times where you really have a lot of pressure that you feel like you need a big instant cast that you can't hard cast is in situations like against a warrior, against a rogue, like these really high pressure situations. And both of those classes have mortal strike, so I feel like it's like I'm getting half of the value out of this because generally I'm using it on a big heal. So it's like, unless I just have this for every 3 minutes getting like an instant cast cyclone, which could, I mean, that could be fine. That could be good, but I don't think that that's better than being able to get more actual like damage on my Moonfire, which is a huge part of my damage, and be able to like pick up trees. It could also just be like a noob druid thing of me. That opinion might change as we get, you know, like a little, you know, more games under our belt. This is priest mage. Kill shadow priest. Kill priest. Also in games like this, like I really wish that I had trees. I'm gonna trinket that. I'm not gonna get polyed here. I'm gonna cyclone him again on blanket silenced. It's okay. Nice, he's feared. I'm gonna cyclone this priest. He LOS me. Nice, we killed him. He kicked me here. I'm actually gonna go bear. Go ahead and just heal. I'm kind of surprised I got resisted right there. I don't think I've gotten resisted like at all in any of these games. What's up, anti-person? How you doing, man? Long time no see, man. I feel like I haven't streamed in a long time. Okay, let's go to the trainer, because I feel like showing you guys trees is going to be more exciting and it's more fun. I think it's going to be the build that I end up actually playing. Let's go this way. It's really annoying right now. The way that this works is that I have to go. I don't think there's any class trainers here. Yeah. I have to actually go. Oh, I think this is going to bring me back. Okay, there's a TB portal right there. Like, if you go to any of the major cities, there's not a portal, at least I haven't found it yet, that goes back to Shat. And so you end up... you end up, like, having to hearth. And then, like, if you do that more than once an hour, you're, like, kind of screwed. And you're, like, stuck in the major city. So I have to go back over to Thunderbluff every time. Also, for some reason, Horde doesn't have teleport to Moonglade. Like, it's not in my balance tree at all. For like, on my, I have an Alliance Druid on this server. I have a couple, actually, like a couple Horde, a couple Alliance. The Alliance Druids have teleport to Moonglade, but the Horde Druids do not have teleport to Moonglade for some weird reason. So it's kind of a pain every time I want to, like, I need to, like, learn abilities or anything. Trees. Imp Fairy Fire. So I do not pick up Imp Fairy Fire for PvP at all. For PvP, because PvP hit cap is pretty low, relatively speaking, right? And then most classes have some amount of hit that they gain in their talents or their gear. How's the volume, guys? Is everything okay volume-wise? We're using OBS, which is a little bit weird, and then we're also using Restream. Nice, okay. I caught his invis. Okay, nice. We got Moonkin form right before the rogue jumped. Nice, really good coil. It's fine. That's cloak. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Oh no, I got kicked. Are you kidding? I might be dead here. Actually, I don't think. Yeah. The only way I could have lived that right there. So like in that scenario, this has happened to me a bunch, and I don't know why this happens. I got kicked by the mage, and I got jumped by the rogue, and this guy didn't fear the rogue at all. Like, I just sat there, and he used his kick on me, so he didn't get kicked at all. It's like, I don't know what, like, if I'm stun locked, you gotta peel for me, homie. That's happened a bunch. I've been getting a bunch of warlocks. Gosh, what's the best way to do this? I think we'll just hearth back. Let's fly over and change talents here. Improve fairy fire DPS for your trees. It's not worth the 3 points for that. The trees generally aren't missing either. Like if they don't connect, it's usually a dodge or a parry. It's pretty low chance that they miss. Actually, I don't know if it works like that either. I don't have the sprint. I don't know if it works like that either, where it like, I don't know how their hit table works exactly. Had a break for a couple months, came back really high for TBC Boomy. Dude, TBC Boomy feels really good. Feels real good. I'll also, let me show you guys too the set bonus stuff. So I'll throw on the 4-piece of the PvP set here. Oh, the legs didn't swap. And this 4-set bonus is actually really interesting. We'll see. I don't have weak auras because of the beta that we don't have weak auras on here. But it's a little, it looks like a purge icon. It's a little purge emblem where it's like a outline of a person and like a lightning bolt kind of looking thing. So when I cast Wrath, I have a chance to gain this buff. I believe the buff lasts for 15 seconds. It's a pretty long duration buff. You have a pretty good window of time that you can use it. And it reduces my next Starfire cast by 1.5 seconds. So it makes my Starfire the same cast speed as my Wrath, right? Because it goes from 3 seconds to 1.5. It's super fast. And so if you're playing, okay, hold on. Let me pull up the talent calculator because I don't want to mess this up. I don't have to come back here. TBC. Okay. 2.4. Druid. We'll see. Let me see. I'm gonna put all the points in and then we're gonna kind of go backwards. I also, low-key, I actually don't know how necessary this is. What if we try this? Is this like super troll? I don't know. See, the thing is, I feel like most of the games are ending. There's been very, very few games I've played that are like longer mana games. Let's try this, because if we go 4 out of 5 in Moon Fury and Wrath of Cenarius, it's not going to be a massive DPS loss either way. Let's try this. Worst case, we respect it costs like 10 silver. Are you going for enchanting and engineering? I haven't looked at professions at all. What's up? I saw you raiding with Asmod. Yeah, we did. What was it? Gruels, and we did Mag. Mag was tough, man. Trying to think if I want Fure instead of Improved Mark of the Wild. If we do that. Oh, I put 5 out of 5 out of everything else. Let's try this. Let's just see. This is a little bit of a variation of that build. We don't have to learn anything else. Okay, let's try it. We'll try it. We'll try it. Need Fure without intensity. So you kind of need Fure, but at the same time, if you auto once and you're getting attacked at all, you get the 10 rage for bash very quickly. Also, against most of the times I need bash, it's against like a rogue. I feel like that's like, I don't know if I'm playing against a lot of rogues or if that's legitimately hold on, we gotta put Treants on our bar. Okay, trees is still there. It's fine. Trees is still there. Yeah, everything else is fine. So, okay, let's go up to the, it's also kind of weird if you're in places that you only have like ground mounts, you actually can't even like mount the flying mounts. It's very weird. Let me see if I can show you the buff though before the Q pop so that you guys can see it. I wanted to test what the proc chance of this is. I don't know what it is. Now that you have Cyclone back, oh, it's this right here, Wrath of a Loon. So see, my Starfire is 1.5 second cast. So that icon, it looks like Purge. So you basically never hard cast Starfire without that in this setup that I'm playing, unless you're doing it like right off of a Cyclone or something like that. It's a little bit hard because we don't have like the cooldown counting abilities that show like big debuffs or any of that kind of stuff to be able to really easily see the duration left on like Cyclone and things like that. But I'll show you guys with the damage meters here. I've been poop. I'm super bad, so. But I'll be able to show you guys the damage breakdown, how good trees are. Certain classes can definitely deal with the trees a little bit better than others, but overall they're pretty decent. Rogue, probably. See, like the thing is when like I feel like I just have to go Moonkin early. Go ahead, and I'm just going to cast trees on him here. He's probably going to blanket silence. Okay, there's the rogue. I'm going to bark skin this. Oh, no, dude. He still had cloak up. What was the mage doing this whole time? But so, like, look at how much damage trees did. 3,300 damage, right? So like that's from one instant cast. Obviously they're up for that whole time, but it's still a lot of pressure to get out. There's been like I played a game yesterday against Stay Safe. They did like 5,100 damage to Stay Safe. I've had multiple games where they did over 7k damage over like one cast. Dude, how do I die that soon and still do more damage than that guy? I don't know how it looked like he polyed twice and the rogue got out of it 2 times. I don't know if maybe the priest dispelled the first one. I don't know. Wow, there's a lot of you guys from Twitch, man. I'm surprised there's so many people on Twitch. Does it stack with Nature's Grace too? Yes, I believe so, but we can test that for sure. I just basically have only been queuing arenas, so like the actual straight up testing, Theorycrafting type stuff I haven't really been doing too much of that because I've been in Ogremar most of the time. We can test it after this though. I believe it does stack with that buff though. Yeah, Nature's Grace is the reduced casting speed, yeah. But anti-person, I'm not sure what I'm going to do profession-wise. I think my plan is to go tailoring. I'm already tailoring and engineering on my actual character. So that's kind of my plan. That's kind of my plan to stay that at least initially. We'll have to see. The biggest issue I've had with these games is just like that you're pugging and playing with a random person and you guys are just completely attacking like 2 opposite targets. So once, oh no, okay, he should clone off of this. Okay, I'm gonna Trinket, War Stomp, I'm gonna clone him. Now I'm gonna swap clone to the warrior and then we're gonna go this. Oh, I resisted. Nice. Clone. Oh my gosh, he just got out of line. I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep him up through this. Ugh, that was close. That was pretty close though. A for effort there. Not bad for no comms. We almost had that Druid. Stream got linked in the Druid Discord. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Let's see if we can see if we can test the Nature's Grace and the set bonus. The other thing, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but you can basically run 2 pieces of each PvP set and you get the 35 Resil bonus on both of them. So like you could use 2 pieces of the healer set and 3 pieces of the Moonkin set, and then gain an extra 35% or 35 flat resilience. Okay, so we got the buff. Okay, so we got both. Yeah, so see, Starfire is a 1-second cast here. So like if you trinket and do that, Starfire, like it's just so fast. Like it's a little, I mean, like obviously that's a lot of casts right there that I'm having to do, but like you see, I just got it again, right? And it throws people off because it hits really hard without any crits at all. And it's just, I mean, it's really fun to play with. If I had weak auras where I could like put a buff here so it's a little bit easier for me to tell when it goes off, would be ideal, because it's obviously a little bit hard for this is not how I set up my UI, so we're kind of just trying to make do. But I also think we'll have to see, but with the testing, the initial testing we did with like Wrath and Starfire and just like the overall damage comparison between them now, I think there's going to be some viability early on playing with this set and spamming Wrath until you get a proc, and then spamming Starfire, like to use the proc, especially in like a dungeon environment. Basically, long story short, if you have Curse of the Elements, then Starfire and Moonfire still pull ahead, kind of similar to our, you know, our classic spell damage priority. But if you don't have Curse, then Wrath technically does a little bit better damage until you start getting into really high eye level or like high spell power because of the Wrath of Cenarius talent. But if you're able to get procs that are going to make your Starfire 1.5 seconds shorter, that's a pretty massive. Oh my god, see, I just have to like be in Moonkin form, because see, this entire time I took half my health being in cat form there. So I'm gonna have to see if we can do War Stomp and then try and travel form away, and then see if I can maybe LOS and just heal up. It's gonna be tough. Trees are doing work though. Oh, see, it should be okay though. Nice. So we still did a good amount of damage there. War Stomp into travel form is a solid option there to try and just buy us some time, but look how much damage trees do, man. I'm telling you, certain classes, I feel like they're just very, very strong. I feel like it helps a lot with the pressure on rogues one-on-one. So far, the mana hasn't been an issue, right? So the not running, what's this thing called? Is it called intensity now? Yeah, intensity. Doesn't seem to be too problematic as of right now. Right now, also currently Innervate's bugged on beta. So you'll see if I use this, it's like I think it's coded to do 4,000% mana regen instead of 400, because you get 0 to full mana in about like half the duration of this, about like 10 seconds, 12 seconds. The other thing too is there's focus now, which there wasn't before. So put that here. Put buffs on top. This is something I could be using to set up some focus cyclone macros but it's a little bit wonky because you have to like go in and like click the enemy and then right click and then set focus like when we get into the game, since we don't have Gladius or anything. Can we see what spec you're running? Yes, of course you can. So we're running, right now we're running 47 points into balance. I don't have Nature's Grasp. I think I want to respec and grab that probably. Mage, Shaman, huh? So Frost Mages do a ton of damage right now. Kill Shaman. Kill. I don't know if it's going to let me actually cast my trees over there. We should be able to kill him right here. Go ahead and heal up the rogue. Just to be safe. Go ahead and dot up the mage. I'm just going to go ahead and eat the frostbolt. Okay. Shift the slow. How'd that hit me still? Just wait for the silence. The blanket, the thing that makes mages really strong so far in the games I've played is that their blanket silence just feels like it lasts forever. So what happens, the way you end up kind of getting countered, or like where you don't really have a lot of options of stuff you can do, is they blanket silence you. So even if you're running Nature Swiftness or something, you can't do anything. And then they Presence of Mind, like Frostbolt out of like a Pet Nova with the it's still called Arcane Power. Whatever like the Palm Pyro build is, but like a Frost equivalent, like a Frost Palm build. And they Pet Nova, and then with like all the Arcane Power stuff, and then Frostbolt Ice Lance you, and it like almost 100 to zeros you just by itself. And they come in like Cone of Cold, Fire Blast, and you're dead. And it's really hard to deal with because if they blanket silence you, they can do that whole setup kind of in a scenario where you can't really do anything besides like shift and line of sight potentially. But obviously you're also trying to cast, so whether you're standing next to a pillar or not, it can be kind of brutal. No Nature's Grasp, no Nature's Swiftness. So yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Nature's Grasp, I think I will pick up. I did this kind of wrong. I wasn't intending to not take Nature's Grasp, but I was playing with Nature's Swiftness earlier, and I didn't really like it. I actually like trees a little bit more, I think. And I have to pick one or the other. Human Warlock. What was the other class? I didn't see. I'm gonna wait for his shield to go off, and then we're gonna go. Nice. Okay, that's fine. So I'm actually gonna pop trees here. Okay, I'm actually gonna trinket that. He's gonna coil me. He's gonna fear. Is that line of sight? Oof, no. Nothing. He's gotta vanish that. Vanish on me. What? Are you kidding? I don't have anything here. What? Okay. You just didn't vanish or reset at all that whole time? I'm not sure why he didn't just go on the Warlock there. I feel like that would have been the better call, and let me just try and clone the Rogue when he jumps, when he hops out. You can't have Palm with Water Ellie. Oh, I don't. Maybe it's. I mean, there's a lot of Frost Mages. I know for sure some of them have had Palm. Or maybe not Palm. Is Palm further down in the tree than Arcane Power? Maybe it's not Palm, but it's just Arcane Power. The thing that increased the like lightning bolt icon, right? Isn't it called Arcane Power? because that arcane power paired with just the like guaranteed or like almost guaranteed crit from the Nova Frostbolt Iceland setup just does so much damage right now. I don't know if it's going to be like that because of like gear. Like I don't know if we're just at a certain gear point in the beta that it just chunks, but like if you watch Zaryu play at all, he does that combo and it's like 90% of someone's health. Like it's super strong right now. But yeah, so in the resto talents, I was saying this earlier, but the subtlety talent feels pretty good. This feels priests are a pretty tough matchup because of their ability just to dispel as like a healer. And so I think this is going to be kind of necessary to have some points into this. Mage Druid. So like even in this matchup, their Druid's Night Elf, right? So he has stealth advantage over me. So I don't know how much probably I'm just gonna pop, go and go. So he just Nova'd right there. So I'll go ahead and pop my trees out of the Nova. Go back. Moonkin form. Oh, we barely missed the War Stomp there. You get a bash. What am I running with? Oh, is it Resto Druid? I can like finish him, I think, here in 1 second. Oh, pretty close. Okay. He stole my innervate, that's okay. What a clone. We're gonna go ahead and jump the Druid with our homie over here. Oh, he cloned him? It's fine. Oh. Stop both of them. Mage is drinking, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel out and drink as well. I'm just trying to keep me from drinking. At this point, I'm probably just gonna try and wait for trees to come back up. Interesting. See if we can get some mana back by OP Druid stuff. Our Druid's drinking. I'm coming to you. I'm gonna die here, I think. Still like 42k damage. So that's obviously a matchup that intensity would be ideal. Having like full mana regen. Treants didn't do that much damage that game either. It's tough though. So like, we're trying to pick which talents we want to run, right? Like in that matchup, Nature's Grace is gonna give me virtually 0 value, or sorry, Nature's Grasp. I also could justify like taking some less points in like Wrath of Cenarius or something to then pick up intensity. I also don't know that we need 3 points necessarily in intensity. Like what if we just took like 2 points? The other thing I was wondering is what if we just take 2 points only in Control of Nature for the 70% spell avoidance rather than 100%? I'm trying to think of like places I could take like 1 point and it doesn't, like it's not gonna hurt, right? So like if I was 4 out of 5 Moon Fury, 4 out of 5 Wrath of Cenarius, 2 out of 3 Control of Nature, then we grab Nature's Grasp and then put 2 points into intensity. Kind of like the best of all worlds. I think it's Mind Quickening Gem you're talking about. No, I'm not talking about Mind Quickening Gem. I do know what that icon is. This one looks like Innervate. It looks like this. But Mages. It's called, I think it's called Arcane Power. How's Boomy with Feral Charge? I actually haven't tested that build yet. That was like my go-to signature PvP build for Classic. That's like my favorite build for Classic. You know, there might be some viability in that build. Maybe we try that one next. Because we pick up the armor talents. Let's go, we should go lock here. This guy, what spec is this guy? Did it catch me? Curse of Tongues. I don't actually know if I have my curses right here. It's not bound. Just stay out of Moonkin here for a second. I'm going to shift when he Novas. I'm actually going to clone him here. Oh, it's a Ret Pally? I might be dead here. This guy just ran away and then just healed himself off my trees. Is that what just happened? I probably could have pumped some more damage into the Mage. So the Feral Charge, here's what I'm thinking. The Feral Charge build might be good because right now of all of the matchups that have seemed the most difficult is Rogue Warrior as like the 2 melee that seem to be kind of tough to manage in some matchups. Do we still the most damage? Rogue Warrior and Frost Mages. Warlocks in general haven't been too bad, but if you get feared, like you can just be like feared for the entire time when you can't do anything. But that doesn't happen a ton because you can kind of like LOS around that and like dot them up and then heal yourself in line of sight, and you can kind of play around that a little bit. But those seem to be noticeably some of the harder matchups, and not having a lot of control against healers, and maybe the Feral Charge build helps with that setup. So if we were to do, how do I reset this? I don't know that I would need 3 points in that. We would want to at least get the points in the like the natural shapeshifter talent. Damn, so like, what if we did that? Oh no, we'd have to do this. We have to I also don't know how important this is, because a lot of times I'm not able to like sit there and necessarily hard cast Cyclone in someone's face. You know what I mean? Like I basically have. Oh. That's happened a few times. We're like both just facing the wrong way. Okay, so like, look, I literally like, there is gonna be a rogue and they're gonna open on me. So it doesn't make any sense for me to sit in stealth because it's gonna be a human rogue. He's got prep up. They're gonna try and jump me. Hitting tab, seeing if we can catch anyone. Nice. We're going. Boom. There it is. Okay, tree cloaked trees. It's fine. We go ahead and bark skin here. He's got no cloak. They have a resto druid. Okay, resto druid rogue. Where's the druid at? So yeah, I just got kicked there anyway, so it's like the pushback didn't matter. So this is the downside of trees, is that they're going ham on this druid for some reason. And there's nothing I can really do to like prevent it. Oh my gosh, that was so close. And like, I don't have Omnibar here, so like I can't see the timing on his kick. I'm just like flying blind. I don't know. I tried juking the kick on that clone because Druid trinketed his blind. I don't know if you guys saw that. Druid trinketed his blind immediately. So I tried to like hard cast clone and then juke forward and then cast again, and he still caught me. The one thing is silences are really punishing for sure. What if we do this? What if we just do this? Oh, can I not even take less points than that? I don't actually think I can take less points than this because, yeah, it won't let me take any out because I think it's like prevents me from getting down. So like the problem too is with getting down to intensity is you have to spend 2 more points, right? This is okay. Nature's Focus is okay. It's like heal knockback prevention, but it's kind of whatever. And then intensity is obviously good, and subtlety is really good too. These are both really strong, but you basically have to spend 2 more extra points that you wouldn't necessarily really spend otherwise. Is the 11 and Pharaoh really worth it? Well, there's a couple reasons why I really like that build. You have a lot of setups off of Feral Charge, especially now with Cyclone. I would argue this is even more valuable than it is in Classic. Also, Brutal Impact is pretty massive because it makes your bash such a long cooldown. Feral Charge doesn't seem like it would be really significant, but it's a pretty big deal. I didn't see what the... Oh, am I just not in stealth? Or did he just catch me from that far away? Oh, no, dude. What is the pally doing, dude? He literally did, he did 0 damage until after I died. I made a ret pally on this server. To try it for PvP, and it was not fun at all. I didn't like it. It's like, oh, that sounds cool. You just like blow people up. It's not that cool. It's not fun. Prot, on the other hand, yeah, S Arena for beta. Yeah, I did. Cargos did give me that link earlier. I'm gonna download that later. I just haven't done it right now. I am going to do that later though. Yeah, so Rush Orc, the reason why it's really good, there's a few reasons. Ferocity is whatever. It's not a big deal. It's okay. It's nice to have if you're for some reason having a DPS in Bear or even Cat. Brutal Impact allows you to basically bash and like hard cast a Starfire in someone's face potentially, as well as just gives you a lot of different options with ways you can CC. You can basically like bash, get a little bit of distance, and then CC. Like, it gives you a lot of value. This is really, really strong. Thick Hide also scales with our Moonkin form. So this makes us just overall tankier for melee to deal with. And Feral Charge is really good for both the Interrupt, which we don't have otherwise, the setup via the root, where you can basically root or cyclone out of it and not necessarily need to even use your bash, as well as the mobility. So being able to use it to gap close to a target you need to, or to gap close away from like a rogue or a warrior and cause them to use their intercept, force them to use their gap closer. Very, 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 very strong. It takes a little bit of getting used to. It's pretty weird play style, but it's very, very good. In the balance tree, if you're talking about 11 points, like, I'm basically picking up everything else that I would want. You could argue a couple extra points and improve Nature's Grasp, but I almost never take that. I don't really think it's super worth it. Okay, here I want to kill the healer. Why is this guy not getting... Holy shit, and he popped his Orc Racial. Why would you pop your Orc Racial when I have full hots on you and you're getting focused? Dude, what is going on? Why is this guy not able to be CC'd once? I don't know what the hell. I don't know if he just outranged my clone. I probably should have just tried to root him there rather than trying to clone. I'm assuming he just ran out of range 3 times in a row. I did go 40-11-0 in Classic, but I always go back to the 51-0. I mean, so, well, there's a couple things. I think Natural Shapeshifter is very good. This is like a very good talent for basically any spec if you're PvPing, because you shift a lot. So this ends up being worth a lot of mana over most games in most situations. The other thing is it's not really taking points out of balance, because it's basically would be the difference of me being 4 out of 5 versus 5 out of 5 in these two talents, which that's obviously some DPS, but that's not that big of a deal. And Control of Nature, which I would also argue is hit or miss depending on if you're going to get value from it. And I think I still get 2 out of 3 points, right? So we're still 70% knockback. The real difference is what you're trading is Feral Charge for intensity and or subtlety, right? Because this is 5, 3 plus another 2. This is 10 points to do this trifecta right here. That's 10 points. That's really what you're trading, more so than any actual real value in balance. I don't think getting improved Thorns or root damage is worthwhile at all in PvP. Thorns, you can see, is some of my damage, but it's very low. Like, that didn't even show up. It didn't have Thorns there. So I don't think that's worth 3 points at all. And I don't think improved Fairy Fire is worth the points because the vast majority of, I guarantee you based on the gear that everyone has in these games, the vast majority of people are over hit cap for PvP. Demo and Frost Mage in 9.1 will be the new meta for 3s. You think so? That'd be pretty sick. I don't think I have any Frost Mage friends though. I played some Demo Hunter. That was pretty fun. I actually like that. Dwarf Priest. Priest Rogue. I feel like ready, go. He's got a Fear Bomb there, I think. Nice. Okay, I think I'm just gonna sit this. Yeah, he re-stealthed. I'm just gonna sit this at this point. See my tree, this is like one issue with the trees. They're just kind of just doing random shit. Nice. No! Don't die! Don't die! He's gonna be on me here. Okay. So right here, I'm like really forcing him to split his pressure here. Okay, that's Cloak. Go ahead and clone again. Nice. There it is, baby. There it is, baby. I don't know why it doesn't show the priest stats, so I guess he left. But I do think we could be, I could see running with a rogue being really, really strong if you're in comms, right? Like, because all these, I'm just playing with random people. We're not even like typing at the beginning of the game what we're trying to do. So it's really random. It's mostly just trying to kind of figure out and test your limits and figure out how much mana, you know, you're going to like spend over the course of a fight, how you're surviving against certain classes, what are like good burst combos for DPS. I will tell you guys, one of my, like probably my favorite burst damage combo from Classic still exists very strongly in the TBC beta, or in TBC I guess, is the double Wrath into, I played it with this guy earlier, I think. Double Wrath into max rank Moonfire into down rank Moonfire. Very, very, very strong still. And with this set bonus, the double Wrath, like giving you a chance potentially to have a proc for your really, really fast Starfire cast. It's pretty solid. Oh, he's Ellie, huh? Got Fear and Natural Shapeshifter. Yeah, so I actually don't like getting improved Nature's Grasp, really. I mean, it's nice to have it, but 5 points for this is a lot, in my opinion. Generally, most of the time, if you have like 1 point in this, 1 point in it makes it 50% chance, right? So if you have 1 in Nature's Grasp and 1 in Improved, it's a 50% chance to proc. That, in most matchups, that will be totally sufficient for what you're trying to use it for. I'm gonna trinket that. I'm gonna try and just LOS the Warlock. What? What? Are you kidding me? I was literally on the other side of the pillar. Oh no. See, that's an example. Like if I had Feral Charge right there, I could have Feral Charged his Drain Life. We'll try it. I'll spec it here in a second. What's our cooldown on our Hearth? 18 minutes. I'll probably wait for that. In the current state of Demo and PvP, I can win most fights as double caster, but lose versus melee cleave. I think the new Fel Guard will be the answer for melee cleave. You mean the new Fel Lord PvP talent? Is that what you're talking about? The new what's it called? Obelisk? Is that what it's called? The new Obelisk thing seems pretty fun too. I'm curious for that stuff to come out. I haven't logged on to retail in a few days. Innervate's definitely bugged. Yeah, it's I'm pretty sure there's an extra 0 in the coding. I'm pretty sure it's 4,000%. So, but this is the combo. So if you go double Wrath into max rank Moonfire, into down rank Moonfire, all of that stuff hits like at the same time. And it like comes out really, really fast. That was like one of my favorite setups for PvP. Like if someone's around like 25-30% health, because it's generally going to be very hard for you to get like just hard cast Starfire in a lot of situations. And the double Wrath basically is going to do the same, but you have a chance of squeezing in a Nature's Grace proc, making it a little bit less likely that you get interrupted. And then following up with the double Moonfire, where you like max rank down rank so that it doesn't overwrite the dot. Then you get the dot tick there at the end. It gives you a really high chance to have a Nature's Grace proc out of the end of that combo to then like follow up with whatever you want. Obelisk, I think, will be a thing in RBG. In Arena, it's pretty easy to kill. Yeah, so it's like it's like a rock that you summon and it buffs all your minions, like within like a radius or something. Is that how it works? The thing that I saw didn't really give any details as far as like what the tooltip was. It just said like new PvP talent. Paladin Mage, huh? Oh, he trinketed that. No, nice. He's dead. Trinket the DR clone. Yeah, it's all about getting this like rhythm down. I need to get into the timing where I know, okay, after my first Cyclone cast, I have like 2 globals or 3 globals, whatever that number is, to be able to kind of get that rhythm down. I think I have 3 globals. I think I can clone, Treants, Moonfire, Insect Swarm, or Fairy Fire instead of like Insect Swarm if it's a rogue, and then reclone again right after that. I think that's about the timing, assuming I don't have to do any like movement. Obelisk has 2k HP and is big. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how likely that'll be to be able to do anything then. That's my peeve with like the Fel Lord now is gonna have like really like a big health pool. Someone said that he's gonna have like 60k HP, I think. Someone commented on video, I think, and told me that. I think is how I have that number in my head. But the issue with Fel Lord was, I mean, I guess it still is if the patch hasn't gone live. It was around 11k HP, and it was fixed. It didn't scale with your HP. And then Observer had, I think, like 1300 HP or 1500 HP, is like very low. And so both of them just would die like real fast. And not even by people focusing them, just by like Starfall and Blade Storm, like just whatever like cleave stuff was going on, they would die. That's crazy that this guy did that much damage. Dragon's Breath. Druid Pally, huh? It's a feral druid. Oh, he's walking out. Okay. Are these guys double healers? He's gonna try and feral charge me. Popped innervate. You can actually kill a pally here. Nice. Oh, big fast starfire, fast starfire. Boom, there it is, baby. There it is, baby.
Yeah, what do you want?
Fellord HP scales with demonic consumption. Well, yeah, so Fellord's HP before was scaling with demonic consumption, I believe, but the HP of Fellord wasn't scaling with your health. So if you had 135 eye level, the Fellord has 11,000 HP. If you have 230 eye level, the Fellord has 11,000 HP. Like your Fellord wasn't scaling with your health, which is part of like what was making it, to me, is makes it not that good. So it should be tanky. It should be as tanky as your primary demon from like the perspective of the enemy team focusing it and killing it. I feel like if you're going to invest in something that's like a minute and a half cooldown, it shouldn't just die from peripheral damage that people aren't intending to try and kill it, you know? If that's happening, then it just doesn't, it seems like it's not tuned correctly. It shouldn't. If you're going to spend a minute and a half cooldown on something, if someone's going to try to negate that cooldown, it should be an intentional thing. They shouldn't just like passively just kill your Fellord by blade storming on top of it for 2 seconds. Give me 1 sec real quick, guys. Sorry, we're good, guys. Quick phone call. Warrior Mage. Problem is, like, this warrior wants to queue, but I kind of want to queue with the healer. Oh. Run. Run, run, run. He's going to catch me. Oh. Oh my goodness. Damn, dude. Thoughts are gonna kill the warrior here. Can our warrior solo the mage? It's a real question. Nope. See how much damage Frost does though? Like that was like one burst. What's up, Edward? What will be the popular classes in your opinion in TBC? Right now, well, I can tell you what feels the strongest. Rogues are very, very strong right now. Rogues are going to be strong for the entirety of PvP. Mages also actually feel surprisingly strong. Mages feel like a bigger threat than I thought they were going to. Most of the time in classic, like classic vanilla, I didn't really play against mages and like was super worried unless it was like a Palm Pyro mage or something like that. Most of the time mages were pretty easy to handle. Mages in TBC, it feels like have a lot more novas and you get punished a lot more via Ice Lance and just how much damage they do as Frost. So mages and rogues seem like the biggest threats from like classes that I feel like are going to kill me. Those I've seen a lot as far as like quantity of people playing them. Hunters are pretty lackluster right now. A lot of this stuff too, I don't know how much this is going to change with gear, you know, because like we only have like pretty crappy gear. So if I don't know how much of it's going to change with, you know, if someone's in full tier 5, how different that's going to make certain classes feel or not. I'm not sure. But rogues and mages are really strong. I do think druids in general are going to be very, very good. I don't know. There are going to be comps that balance is actually going to be really strong. I haven't really messed around with it enough to know what that is, what comps those are. What is my spell damage at? 741. I think I could see Moonkin Rogue being good because Druid Rogue is good, and I could see that whole combination. Like, you could play Restokin and heal really well, but Rogue's going to be a really popular class. Druids I think are going to be relatively popular by comparison to Classic, and I think Mages are going to be really popular. Disc Priest is also pretty good too. Holy Pallies aren't very good by comparison. Shamans are okay, but they have to be with like the right comp. Like you'd have to be Shamans, like Resto Shamans. I haven't seen hardly any DPS Shamans. Okay, it's a healer druid. Still got prep up. He's gonna find me. He's gonna find me. I knew it. He's got a Nova here. Nice, broke it right away. I think his water elemental actually doesn't have a lot of health. If he can clone him. Oh, that was a good blink. Good blink, buddy. I'm going to try to... He should have no blink up. I need to try and innervate here. Nice. On this again. He took innervate. That's so weird how, like, on... That's... It looks to me like when that's going off, like, I'm line of sight of him. But obviously that's not the case. Fast Starfire. See how much mana we generate doing this. I kind of need a drink, but I don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. Maybe I can now. Oh wait, I'm full mana. He innervated me. Oh, I was gonna hibernate. That was a really clutch innervate. Ready? Oh, big rat, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm faster than you. I have a war stomp here. Nice. Oh, nice. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I think I can kill him here. Nice. There it is, baby. Trees are up again. Did you give up on Classic because your guild couldn't clear Nax? Damn, dude. So much damage. We couldn't not clear Nax. We just, everyone started playing retail. We didn't have enough people. We had like 20 people still like wanting to play Classic. I have cleared Nax though. I've been raiding with a different guild until TBC comes out. We're gonna have the thing that's so tough with Classic, man, is just 40-man raids are so hard to coordinate. So if you have 5 or 6 people that end up, you know, kind of deteriorating out of the group, then when you get to progression, it gets really hard, you know. But Nax and Shadowlands launch happening at the same time didn't help. A lot of us have played retail, you know, over the last few expansions, and so if you end up having 15 people of a 40-man raid not interested anymore and they're going to play the new expansion, then it's like, you know, I don't know. It was really poor timing because I felt like a lot of guilds kind of ran into that same issue at the same time, and it made it where you kind of had to either absorb another guild or get like a group of 10 people that were looking to join a guild because, you know, their guild fell apart or whatever. I felt like it was a kind of a common issue based on the other groups I talked to, just having low numbers once retail came out. But we'll be back in full force for TBC. But I have been on Classic a lot. I don't have it up right now. I usually actually have Classic up like as well. But I've been on Classic a good amount the last week or two. Getting ready for TBC. We'll have a really good crew for TBC launch. We should have, at the very least, we'll have about 30 people, I think. And at the most, we'll have about 2 raids worth of people. We'll have about 50, 60 people kind of going into the expansion as far as raid groups and stuff. I still am not sure who I'm going to PvP with. I haven't really figured that out. I don't really know exactly what everyone's playing. A lot of people are still undecided, man. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know if I want to switch from a warrior to a warlock. I don't know if I want, like, there's people are just all up in the air with what their main is going to be. Feral Warrior. Just gonna go Warrior. Oh, nice. That still went off. Let's go. Pretty clutch clone. Good Feral Charge interrupt. See, like, that bash just lasts so long. Damn. I just got chunked right there, whatever that was. But like we do so much damage, I feel like it would make sense to run with a healer that I could like match up on CCs with. Maybe Shaman could be decent. Our Earth's off cooldown. Let's actually go should we respec the Feral Charge build? Is that arena battle map? Yeah. Let's respec Feral Charge build here. Test it out. I haven't tried that one yet. No one is queuing for Eye of the Storm. It was up yesterday, but I haven't seen a single game. Every time I've looked at the little person, there's been no queues. I was gonna stream yesterday. I don't know if you guys were watching any of the streams yesterday, but the everyone kept DCing, dude. It was like we were getting DC'd every like 10 minutes. It was pretty bad. So I didn't feel like turning on the stream was going to be that fun, because it was hard to really kind of get any momentum going with any like good games. Like you'd be like halfway through a game, you just DC randomly. All right, let's look at the didn't even dismount in there. Let's go. Okay, so this gets us to level. I think we're gonna try this build. We don't have with this setup though. How important do we think it is to have Celestial Focus? I think I want to just go a build that is just kind of like more damage and without this. Okay, the other thing is, so let's see, we have 10, it says it gives 10% armor with 3 points. So in Moonkin form, this is without Mark of the Wild. We're at 8630 armor in this gear. I just want a game because my Treants saw the rogue and popped on him. That's funny. 10 silver. Okay, hold on. Let me pull this up on my other monitor so I don't mess this up. 4. Treants. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. I'm still 1 point short there, but I'm gonna leave that just for right now. What did we say we were at? 86.30? Yeah, 86.30. Okay, let's look while I put points in this. Jesus, that's kind of a lot, dude. It's almost 1,000 armor. It's actually like scales. It's actually like 10% of that. It used to be a lot of people would talk about that not being a very good talent because it was like 10% of your base armor and it didn't scale into... Didn't scale well or didn't scale into like Moonkin form and stuff. Okay, so with the Feral Charge build and Mark of the Wild, we should be... Oh man, we are so close to 10k armor. What if we put on the full PvP set? I don't actually know if this is better though because it's got... We have the meta gem. We can try that. Okay, let's earth back. And we'll queue back up. Also, a guy left my 2 skirm and it filled with a new person in the warm-up room. Yeah, there's a lot of little weird mechanics like that that I don't know if those existed the same way. It also, the queue times feel, or not the, maybe it's not the queue times, but like the amount of time that you can wait and then take the queue seems really long. Like you can join the queue really late, if that makes sense. Okay, we're gonna go with, I wanted to try this stun resist gem, but I don't think it's very good. I could be really wrong on that, but it seems 5% doesn't seem game changing. So let's try this. We're gonna try out the crit gem because I haven't tried this crit gem yet. Actually, we need 2 blue gems. So we'll go purple gems. We'll go spell power. We'll go 2 of these in our chest. 1, 2. And then that should be good there. I don't know if this will be more damage. Oh, we need the helm enchant too. I thought I bought one of these. Did I not? Spell hit. I don't know that we need more of that, but oops. It's like another 10 spell power. It's probably still worth it. So we kind of lose like a lot of stamina and stuff for that, which is why I've been using. So I got this helm off of Gruul, this helm's actually really good. And then I also have 2-piece of the tier 4. So right now with this setup, we have 711 spell damage. And if I put on these 3 pieces, which are like our PvE pieces, it's another 80 spell power. It's a lot. But we lose the 4 set of the PvP set. And we lose the meta gem. So is that worth it? Like 8% of our spell power? The other thing I need to test is the proc chance on the 2-piece for the tier 4. It does seem pretty decent. It does seem pretty decent. I don't know that it'll be worth getting the 4-piece. What I could see doing is having the Spellfire set. Let's look up what slots are the Spellfire set. think it's like helm, gloves, or helm, chest, legs, I think, or something like that. No, helm. Oh no, chest, gloves, belt. This isn't right. This is like updated itemization. It's kind of weird. All the set bonuses are, oops, sorry. All the set bonuses are stam, or the socket bonuses. Feral Druid, huh? Oh, we don't have our macro. I don't. Oh yeah, I do. Okay, so this is a macro I use in Classic. Basically, it puts your Feral Charge and your Shift into Bear form all in one button, which is very, very good. I'm gonna have to remember that we're playing this setup. But you can see like the difference is if I'm in cat form, I'm negating like 18-19% of the damage I take. If I'm in Moonkin, if I have 10k armor, it's about 50%. It's like a huge, huge damage difference. So like here, watch, I go bear, feral charge, he's rooted. I got, okay, I'm gonna trinket that. Root him again. Nice, good bounce. I don't know, what do we think? The feral charge build gonna be a thing? I really like the feral charge Moonkin playstyle. It's like not very popular in Classic, but I really have a lot of fun with that build. So I actually do think this is gonna be insane for us, because I was doing some initial, like the testing we were doing the first week that this was available, and I think Moonfire and Starfire and just doing those two spells is going to be potentially like our best output from like a DPS perspective in a raid environment. And so I think this Spellfire set's actually going to be really, really good for a while, because it's so much damage. Like, and the fact that you're not trying to get the set bonuses at all, unless you're trying to get like 2 blue gems for your helm, you can just stack like full spell power gems, and it's 6 Spellfire gems, or 6 spell damage gems between these 3 pieces, and increases your spell damage by 7% of your total intellect. Is going to be really strong too. Priest Feral. Oh, I'm not stealth. do we think? We just go on the Pharaoh? We can go on the Priest. Oh, he resisted. Going bark skin. Okay. Kind of weird. How does that still hit me? See, like, this is a matchup where it would be good to have the, damn, dude. Resisted. I don't really know what to do against this. How much can he shift before he runs out of mana? Oh, the priest is drinking. Big starfight here. You let me free cast. Oh, come on, go, get off! Yeah! the set bonus. The set bonus worked. What was his damage breakdown? Huh. That burst, that Starfire burst. I didn't really get any good value out of... Feral Charge there. Subtlety would have been helpful. Subtlety is really good against Priests, because I feel like Priests dispel a lot. Oops. I feel like Priests dispel a lot. Generally, like, that matchup goes with them just trying to dispel all your stuff. Nice. It's a pretty good time to bubble right then. It's probably when I would have bubbled. Zava's really good. Him and this Resto Druid have been playing like all day and he just does a ton of damage. Run away from the root, homie. Oh my god, dude. This guy, so this guy's like leveled up blacksmithing to get the stun mace in the beta. He's like he's running mace spec and he literally every time I played against him he stuns me like 4 times. He's really good though. They're like a really good duo. Really trying in the beta. Get that team chemistry going, you know? I'd like to try and run some games with a disc priest. I'd also be down to run with a rogue. Let's in between these queues I want to see if I can test out the 2-piece tier 4. Nope. Nope. More druids that I'm usually playing with. Okay. Warlock Priest. You have prep on? No, he doesn't. Nice. I'm just gonna die right here in dots. Dude, I just keep getting kicked. Oh my god. Double Druid just sucks, dude. It's like you just have...
Yeah, what do you want? Careful out
You guys both just clone. You just DR each other and you have no other CC after that. Have you tried the new port PvP talent PTR? No. I have not. The new port talent? I didn't know there was a new port talent coming. I've mostly just been on TBC and Classic the last like week or so. I'm kind of like, I really enjoy playing my Warlock in retail, but there's just like nothing to do. Aside from like just queuing for BGs, it's like there's not anything new for me to do content wise. Like I'm already max renown, I already have full PvP gear. The only thing I could do to like gear up more is to hit 2400 to upgrade my weapons. But I'm like, I don't know that that's really worth it, you know? You teleport someone to your port? Huh. Sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, when there's new content, when there's content to play, you know, I'll definitely. I'm excited to see the new PvP talents, changes to Fell Lord, the new Obelisk talent, and see like the tweaks that they're making. But like, even if they just make those talent changes, there's not any new stuff for me to do until like there's a new raid or like a new PvP season maybe, or oh, Grandma's. I've played against this guy a few times too. It's pretty good. Oh, just Palm Pyro right off the bat. Damn. So troll, dude. Just Palm Pyro for 5k. Much skill, very impressed. Literally 65% of my health in a one button macro. I think our rogue got caught too. But yeah, no, I haven't played on the PTR at all for retail. The TBC, this stuff has been more entertaining. Like I played a little bit on like where you copy a character over, but I don't want to just level just to level for fun. On these servers, like you get the whole pre-made character and you get loot and all that stuff. So you just kind of get to like play and test stuff out. And this has just been like more fun the last week or so. And then we've been trying to do a little bit of Nax in Classic. So that's kind of been the extent of the current content. Whoa, you're back on Twitch. What's up, Seattle bloke? How you doing, man? We're back on Restream. I just got the new computer a few weeks ago. So this is the first Restream attempt for YouTube and Twitch at the same time. So my old computer, it was like every time I was streaming, I was getting really bad FPS drops, so it was like pretty miserable. This computer is basically like a Ferrari in a computer box, so I'm able to stream. I think I'm on max settings right now. I'm able to just like stream on max settings, and it doesn't mess with my like FPS in game or anything. So assuming that this all goes well, we'll probably be streaming back on both again here. Priest. What do we think it is? Priest Rogue. Yep, Rogue sapped him. How does he find me here? He literally sapped the guy across the fucking map. Oh my gosh, dude. Are you kidding me? That is so absurd. That is the most ridiculous thing ever. I was literally the opposite end of the map from where he sapped the guy on my team, and he catches me out of stealth. So dumb, dude. So dumb, man. That alliance racial is a real problem Are eyes a thing in this? Yeah, the eyes do spawn after I think about a minute. But yeah, they do exist in the TBC arenas. Class started last week, so there's that. Yeah, I mean, is it all Zoom classes, or are you back like in person, like in actual class? I made 190 legendaries and ran random builds. Hope they buff the weird stuff that most classes like Portal's Talent for Lock, for example. Yeah. That stuff's always hard to buff, right? Because, like, how do you buff it? Like, you reduce the cooldown, or you... I don't know. It's harder with, like, the weird, like, utility type things to buff. But yeah, man, I mean, I literally have, like, I've made every legendary on my Warlock. Like, I have a bunch of alts that I've played too, but at some point, it's just kind of more of the same, you know? Like, I really enjoy RBGs, but it's mostly just because I enjoy PvPing. So it's like, if this is out, I'd rather, like, this is like new PvP content, right? By comparison. All online classes. That's not that bad though, right? You kind of get a little more flexibility. You don't have to go to school all the time, like spend a bunch of time commuting back and forth. Probably be nice to be able to go like in person though at this point. Mage Priest. Oops. Okay. Okay, I need to try and innervate here. I need to try and LOS real good. I need to try and spell steal. Can I bear form it and he can't spell steal? Or does it not work like that? Oh, we got our Starfire proc. Starfire proc, can we kill him in this? Oh, he ice blocked. LOS. I should have cloned him off that. I literally didn't heal this rogue once this game. He's probably gonna talk shit to me about it. Nice, he left. How much healing we had though? I keep forgetting I have feral charge. I mean, I don't know if it's me or if there's any actual like legitimacy with this, but I feel like I don't notice when I have this that I have like noticeably more mana. Like I don't feel like I faster or slower when I don't have the intensity talent. So the reason I think I can see Disc being pretty good is that you can go clone into Fear and they can PI you. Double Shaman? What the hell? How does grounding have that much range? Nice. Good pain step. What? How did that survives for 2 spells? Oh, fast Starfire. Oh, right there. Ah, yeah. They almost killed me in that opener, though. Oh, I was gonna invite this person. I think Disc though could be pretty decent because the PI just helps a lot with your opening burst, and then they also have mana burn that can kind of help depending on what matchups you're playing. They can fear out of like clone if you set it up well. They have like decent damage even as a healer, right? If they also throw dots on your I'm gonna have to hop off stream here, I think, in a few more games, guys. I keep getting like work text and stuff, so I need to I think I need to hop off here shortly. We'll do a couple more games though. I do like this Feral Charge build. I could have actually shifted into Bear there in that last one. When those shamans kind of started casting. We're still in the Eye of the Storm queue, I think. Yeah, we are unavailable. No one's queuing it. Can Priest Mass dispel bubble? Is that a thing? Like Pally Bubble? An ice block? Or is that a mechanic that was later? Druid Warrior? I'm gonna trinket that. Did it kick me? Ah, fuck, it kicked me. One more clone. think I might be able just to DPS through. Druid's almost home. And innervate. Cyclone the warrior again. Okay, I'm gonna just wrath spam. Nice. Oh, that sucks. Cloned. I don't have a trinket here. Damn. Not a lot I can do if I'm just getting chain cloned here. I'm trying. Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting I have feral charge, dude. I keep forgetting. Could have been me. I could have done that. I could have juked. I could have kicked some of those clones with that for sure. I didn't think about that. That song. Oops, what happened? Shaman, Feral Druid, okay. Oh, that's dirty, dude. That's so dirty. Wow. That felt good. Why'd you shift that? Dude. The feral charge boomy, man. This might be a thing. This might be a thing in TBC. I mean, he can't do anything there, right? I kick the heal, and then I can just bash and like wrath cast, like hard cast right after that. Oh, what's up, Cargos? How you doing, man? Yeah, we're trying. I'm trying a few different builds. We're trying kind of like a hot. We're still basically full balance with trees, but we have feral charge, and we have enough down in the resto tree to get natural shapeshifter and Führer. This is like this is kind of the build I play in classic. I tried earlier. I did try nature swiftness setup. It was okay. I'm not a huge fan of the nature swiftness build. I feel like rogues and warriors are just real strong right now, and I feel like my nature swiftness isn't too good. But like, look at this damage breakdown. Like we're just doing so much damage. Trees, it's 6,200 damage. Damn, reflective shield did 27. That's a lot of damage for the. That's the priest, the disc priest talent, right? Yeah, this. Wow, that's pretty interesting. That's a ton. Disc booming, man. We're attempt here at changing the meta. Disc priest boomy. Priest. Okay. Is this 2 healers? This isn't double healer, is it? What the hell's going on? Okay. Dude, what the hell is this troll shit? These guys are just mana burning me over and over again? I mean, it's fine. I'll just go over here and... Wow, what the fuck is this, dude? I can't do anything. Okay, who the fuck is playing double disc priest and just queuing into games and mana burning people over and over again? That's what you're gonna do on the beta? Sounds real fun. Doesn't he take increased damage a little bit? She's good. This is so troll, dude. That doesn't even break me out of fear. Are you kidding me? He gets 3 mana burns off in 1 fear. This is so dumb. It's like the lowest skill cap gameplay ever. meditation. I literally have to leave my partner. I can't help. It doesn't stop my drink, does it? Look, and I'm just feared. Dude. I literally did twice both of their damage and we just lose that. It's so troll. Okay guys, one more and then I'm gonna I need to hop off for the night because I have to make a few phone calls here. I don't know if there's two priests like that. The problem is if I even feral charge, I can only get one of them, right? So I can only counter one of their pushes where I can like charge and then like get some damage off and then line of sight. If there's two of them, there's not really a whole lot I can do. I guess I could sit in like cat form and DPS in cat form. I don't know. I mean, it's like doing just way more. I don't even know how you're able to. Are you able to queue as double healer in this? That's pretty dumb as well. Just queue double healer and just mana burn people over and over again. Priest, mage. I think we go priest here. How do you see me? I was a human. Of course. Okay. Jesus Christ. Why was my priest there? What? he was literally right here at the top of the ramp and then he just ran down, like ran away from me. It's all good. Haha, GG's, whatever. Those are fun games. We'll pick some more up. I'm gonna do some videos on some like heroics and the tier 4 stuff. I'm gonna test this tier 4 set bonus to 2-piece. And test this and kind of see how much mana this ends up being. Do some things like that. Try out some more of these builds, honor or talent builds and stuff that I've been thinking of. So we'll do that. I'm gonna try and stream maybe over the next couple of days. I'm gonna be going out of town this weekend though, so see how much I can actually do content wise over the next few days. But like always, guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys. See ya.